The restaurant had the kind of lighting that forgave people. Everything was warm, amber, softened at the edges. I'd chosen it because it was quiet, because the tables were spaced far enough apart that conversations didn't spill. I wanted the evening to pass without effort. My brother arrived first, already talking, already mid-story. His wife followed, heels clicking with confidence, a coat too expensive for the weather. They hugged me quickly, the way you hug someone you see often enough to not miss, but not often enough to really know anymore. We sat, menace opened. Small talk moved like furniture being rearranged, noisy, temporary. I was halfway through my drink when it started. Not an attack, that would have been easier, just a sequence of comments shaped like observations. "You still don't have a car, right?" my brother asked, smiling. I shook my head. "No need." His wife laughed softly. "You've always been disciplined." The word hung there, dressed up but pointed. They talked about their schedules, the exhaustion of managing contractors, how hard it was to find good help these days. I listened. I always listened. Listening had become my safest posture over the years. It kept things smooth. It kept me underestimated. When the food arrived, the conversation shifted naturally, inevitably, to the house. Square footage. Natural light. A kitchen island big enough to host holidays they hadn't actually hosted yet. They spoke in numbers and brand names, their voices lifting slightly with each detail, as if narration itself added value. I ate slowly. I asked neutral questions, the kind that sound interested but reveal nothing. "You must be relieved to finally closed," I said. "Oh, completely," his wife replied. "Though the mortgage—" She rolled her eyes, then smiled. "Worth it." My brother leaned back. "You wouldn't understand. You like keeping life simple." There it was. The soft label. Cheap, but polite. I shrugged. Simple works. She tilted her head, studying me the way people do when they think they're being generous. "Just be careful. Living small can turn into living stuck." My brother laughed. "Live poor, die poor, right?" He meant it as a joke. That's what made it echo. I felt the familiar flicker in my chest, not anger exactly, more like a tightening, a reminder of old reflexes. Explain yourself. Correct the record. Prove something. I didn't. Instead, I asked about the utilities. Casual, almost boring. "Who handles the property tax reassessment?" I said. "County or city?" My brother waved a hand. "I don't know. Our agent dealt with all that." I said. I took another bite. They kept going. Cabinets, flooring, neighbors with impressive jobs. The house grew larger with every sentence, until it seemed to occupy the space between us, something solid and admired. The server came by to clear plates. As she left, my phone buzzed. I glanced at it, expecting nothing important. It was the title officer. I hesitated. The moment stretched just enough to be noticed. "You good?" my brother asked. I looked at the screen again, then answered. I didn't lower my voice. I didn't raise it either. "Yes," I said. "Hi, Marisol. Yes, I'm with family. That's fine." There was a pause. Then, clearly professionally. "I just wanted to confirm you received the recorded deed. Congratulations again." My brother's fork stopped midair. "I did," I said. "Thank you." Everything went smoothly. She said something else procedural, neutral. I thanked her and ended the call. Silence settled, not heavy, just undeniable. The kind that rearranges a room. My brother blinked. Recorded deed. I reached into my bag and pulled out the folder I'd brought without thinking much about it. Old habit, keep documents close. I placed it on the table, flat, between the breadbasket and the water glasses. "I meant to mention it," I said. "I closed last month." His wife leaned forward despite herself. "Closed on what?" I opened the folder just enough. I didn't slide it toward them. I didn't need to. "The house," I said. "The one you're in." Her smile faltered. Not collapsed. Just paused. "That's not funny," my brother said, but his voice lacked conviction. "It's not a joke," I replied. He looked at the page, then at me, then back again. His mouth opened, closed. She recovered first. "You mean what? Some kind of arrangement? You helped with a down payment?" "No," I said. "I purchased it outright. It's an investment property." The words sounded plain, because they were. The server returned, sensed something, retreated. Other tables kept murmuring, forks clinking, a world continuing without us. My brother's face flushed. "Why wouldn't you say anything?" I considered that. There were many answers. None of them would help. "You didn't ask," I said finally, "and it didn't seem relevant." That's... He stopped. He exhaled. "So we're renting?" "Yes. The authority of it didn't come from me. It came from the paper. From the call. From systems bigger than sibling dynamics. No one raised their voice. No one apologized. The power shift didn't need theatrics. It was already complete. Dinner resumed, technically. Coffee was ordered. Desserts declined. They spoke differently after that. Careful. Testing. As if recalibrating a map they'd been reading upside down. I felt no urge to press the moment. No lecture formed in my throat. What I felt instead was space and internal quiet I hadn't known I was missing. When we stood to leave, my brother lingered. "You could have told us," he said, not accusing, just small. "Maybe," I said. "But this works too." Outside, the night was cool and ordinary. I put on my coat, the same one I'd arrived in. They walked to their house waiting for them. Unchanged in shape, altered in meaning, I headed toward the train. No victory speech, no celebration, just the steady feeling of standing where I'd always been, finally seen without having to explain why.